Hello, we're on the allotment. The Jerusalem artichoke has collapsed but is flowering. And in fact, it must have collapsed a while ago because can you see, all the branches are all pointing up. Bollocks. I've got to fix this, although it's raining. God. Let's see what we can do.
Hello and welcome to Man vs Nature with me, Frank Desley,
and me, Des Franklin.
Well, Des, I think we're in for quite an afternoon here in Tokyo. John versus the Jerusalem artichoke. It's a bout that many people have been looking forward to and talking about for several months.
Absolutely, Frank. I think ever since, the Jerusalem artichoke went in and just rocketed up, we've all been looking forward for this day when John will tackle that Jerusalem artichoke.
Indeed, Des, and the day has finally arrived and John is going to tackle it. And he's just gone, he's got the secateurs out. He really means business this time.
He does indeed, Frank. He's got those secateurs and he's really going at it now.
He's really got the secateurs in hand, and he's got the Jerusalem artichoke in hand as well. And at this rate, he's going to make quick work of this.
Absolutely. And considering the weather conditions today, Frank, I think, John's doing particularly well, don't you?
Particularly well indeed. Reminds me of his performance in Helsinki in 2016 when he had those beetroots out and in the bucket. Faster than you can say.
Well, faster than you can say beetroots, I think, Frank.
Well, I'm not sure about that, Des. I can say beetroots fairly quickly if I want to.
Frank, I'm not saying you can't.
Well, what are you saying then, Des? What exactly are you saying? Anyway, back to the action, and John there seems to have cleared the path now. The Jerusalem artichoke has been cut down to half its size, half its original size, and now he's just tidying up there, getting the last final bits of leaves.
The sign of a true professional, I think, tidying up. It's all attention to detail, isn't it? It's all about attention to detail.
It is, Des, attention to detail. Now let's hear from John about what he thinks about his performance.
There you go. That'll do. Few little flowers. You monster. Okay, I had not intended to do that. Like to cut this down. This was going to be a job for later, but I just had to do it because it was just completely. It's just, what am I going to do with all this? All this vegetation, I've got to bloody shift somewhere, but now there's just there's tons of it. A mad experiment that is not quite how I was expected, and now I'm getting soaked, so I'm going to go because I just feel like I'm an idiot standing here doing gardening in the rain. So let's go. Hi everybody, John here. Welcome back to the allotment. Hope you're keeping well, staying safe. In this episode, I intend to be standing here
on the plot, in the rain, in the mud, completely alone. Hope you like it.
Frank,
Yes, Des?
what exactly is a Jerusalem artichoke? I mean, you don't eat the leaves, do you?
No, you don't eat the leaves, but underneath there's a kind of root thing, you know, like
What, like a
kind of,
potato? That kind of thing, is it?
yeah, like a potato in as much as it's under the ground.
But not
yes.
like a potato in as much as what?
Well, in as much as that it's, you know, it's not round like a potato.
But what shape is it? Is it a cubic or a rhomboid or what?
No, it's not a rhomboid, Des. In fact, what is a rhomboid?
A rhomboid's a parallelogram in which adjacent sides of unequal length and angles are non-right angled.
What I have wrought. Yeah. So that's the end of the Jerusalem artichoke, kind of. Now all I have is about 30 kilos of, well, 10 kilos of twigs and branches and stalks to dispose of. I could bury them in a very deep hole, but I don't think that's a good idea. I'll hopefully let them dry out here in the rain. What else has been happening on the allotment, John? You ask. The brassicas I put in the other week seem to be doing all right. Yeah, doing all right, aren't they? A little bit of a nibble there, but not very much. I've still got some peppers going here. Oh, she has quite a lot on there. Excellent. The this year's turmeric is slower, maybe because I just didn't give it enough attention. Like all my attention was given to the peppers this year, and I think the turmeric is sulking a bit. Not sulking. What do you mean? It just wasn't a good season for growing this. You can't do kale voice, John. You can't do kale voice for turmeric. It has to be something different. That's good, isn't it? Nice hot cup of coffee while you're standing in the rain in the allotment. You know, that's living. Just shows, you know, how quickly time has passed, doesn't it? It really doesn't seem so long ago that I was standing here guzzling down. Is that what you do? Guzzling down cold water or warm water in the heat. And you know, sweating profusely, and here I am standing in a old Gore-Tex jacket sipping on some hot Java. Yeah, that's life, eh? One moment it's summer and the next moment it's mid-autumn, and it is here in Tokyo. I'm gonna go for a little walk. Don't trip over the umbrella. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's definitely what I would say is, and maybe others may agree, a kind of mid-autumn. People still growing like lettuce, and there are seedlings coming up I can see around, but there's cabbages and all the kind of winter stuff. But, you know, allotments are still being very productive. Well, except mine, of course. Mine's rubbish. All I have is a few, several piles of refuse, garden rubbish, slowly rotting in the corners, and there's nothing to eat unless you like eating raw hot peppers, which not many people do. Actually, I did make a really nice sauce though yesterday. I'll probably put in a little bit of video here to show me making that hot sauce. Quite a lot of. So that was a 1 month fermentation from jalapenos, red jalapenos, and some cayenne peppers. And yeah, it tasted great. I also put a bell pepper in there, just a red sweet pepper, just to tone it down a bit. But yeah, it was pretty good. It isn't usually this wet, I think, in autumn. You know, we usually get some sunshine. Last weekend we had a typhoon. This weekend we got this rain, so hopefully this rain will be gone by next week and it will dry out some of that garbage, and I really do have to move it off the site, you know. Right, I could stand here all day, standing in the rain, talking to myself in the middle of this. Probably the neighbours probably don't care what the hell I'm doing. They've probably seen this before, but I think it's time to go. So I'm going to pack up and yeah, finish the coffee and then I'll be off. So this is John down the allotment saying thank you very much for watching. Take care of yourself now. God bless. Bye bye.